Hello! I am a huge fan of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the DOS. I have not played the first one to completion, even though I own it like 3 times. I've owned it for like the Wii, the 3DS, the Switch, and then I bought the, the deluxe edition, which is nice. But I had played a crap ton of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Love that game. It's probably been a year since I played it though, so like, still huge fan of all these characters, and I was very excited to see that Pyra and Mythra are making it into Smash. So I think to celebrate this, I really wanted to just open these guys right here, the deluxe boxes, because they're going up in price, which is always really exciting. I bought this for like $100 on Amazon like 2 years ago, and then like they got announced for Smash, and like all the physical copies of Xenoblade have been like sold out, which I'm like, yeah, as a video game collector, it's always nice to see something that you like gain in price. Of course, I want people to play it too, so it's like, but to celebrate, Pyra and Mythra are making it into Smash, and Sakurai should be doing his presentation like today when I'm uploading this. Not when I'm recording this. Just wanted to open these guys so we can all watch and see what's inside. These guys have been pre-opened already. They've already have been opened, but I have put everything back into the box just because, I'm just that kind of person. But yeah, these guys always like decorate my shelves. I have them on either side of my shelf, so they actually look a little naked, not where they're supposed to be. But big fan of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. We're gonna open these. Can I just say, this box looks like, it looks so good! It looks so good! I'm so glad to have this part in my collection. And we got all the fantastic characters. Mithra, Pyra, Rex, Gramps, Nia, Dromok, frickin' Poppy, Tora, Zeke, Morag, I think that's her name. It's been a while since I played this, sorry. And then Dromok? No, that's Dromok. Who is this guy? I won't say, just spoiler, whatever. Well, let's open it up. I'm gonna try not to show any concept art of like characters that are kind of considered spoilery. I just don't want to break this box. I love this box so much. I don't want it broken. Okay, so we got the concept art book. That's what's coming with this DVD of all the music of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I'm gonna try to play a little in the background. I don't know how much I can actually play of it, but the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 music is absolutely fantastic. It's really good. And there we are. Voila. And you're also getting a steel bookcase of the game. I like steel bookcases. I think they're kind of cool. They're good like display items, but I really, if I'm gonna display anything on my shelf, I'm actually gonna display the actual item instead of this. Still, this is great. It looks cool. I'm gonna open the steel case here. Ta-da! And we got Mithra there. So here's the only like difference between these two is, oh, I guess not. Typically, yeah, so typically it's Pyra and Rex, but it's Mithra and Rex, which is fun. And a bit of confusion that if you don't know, Mithra and Pyra are the same character. It's really weird. It's so weird, but that's Japanese role-playing games for you. They're just allowed to be the same character, and we're not gonna bat an eye about it. And I don't want to spoil anything about the game, but yeah, they're fun. And real fast before we continue, I do want to show this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna try to zoom in, but it's some form of language. I have no idea. It's probably Xenoblade Chronicles language, but I'm not that big of a nerd to know what it is. And here is the concept art. I'm not gonna try to show off too much here. And I love Rex's little jumpsuit. He's a scavenger, so he goes down below the clouds and he collects he collects parts and whatnot, and I just utterly love Rex's design. All the designs are really great, but I'm such a big fan of Rex. I'm so glad that Pyra also got into Smash, though. Like, both these characters are just so fantastic. No matter what, I would have loved, whoever got into Smash, I would have loved it. Alright, and here is Rex's, like, awesome rough draft, like, concept art. He just has so much emotion going here. But his American voice actor just does not know how to scream. He does not know how to scream. And of course, we got Pyra. And if I had to choose, like, my favorite between Pyra and Mythra, I gotta go with Pyra every time. She's just so fun and just cute and innocent, and I absolutely love her. And there's some concept art of Pyra. You gotta love it. She's just so cute. And then here's her, in her little, like, what's it called, costume when she's trying to hide. So cute. God, I love this game. And we got Mithra. Mithra's great too. I honestly, I love Mithra. You know, there's her. She's cute. And Nia. Freaking such a big fan of Nia. She's awesome. That girl. So yeah, there's Nia. She's fantastic. And there's her concept art. I'm gonna try not to show off too much. It's a really good joke right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. But yeah, she's like half cat person, so whenever there's a wanted poster of her, she looks like that. And she's just so freaking awesome. And there's Dromok, which is Nia's blade. Basically, it's super complicated, hard to get into the lore of this game, but basically they're all like, I have to compare it to like Steven Universe, right? So these guys are basically gems, and they offer like blades and stuff to the person, the driver, I guess. So yeah, it's weird, it's complicated. These guys get summoned, and then there's Tora. You gotta love Tora. He looks weird in overalls, but you gotta love him. And hopefully, yep. There's Poppy. I love Poppy too. Poppy, there's different versions of Poppy. I'll try not to show those though. Poppy, she's great. So let's, yeah, quickly, Morag. We're gonna just try to speed through this and zoom by. I'll try to go a little slow. You know, there's Zeke. I'm obviously gonna try not to show everything. This guy's awesome. Van Ham, that's right, that's his name. And Rock is his blade. Wanted posters. I'm gonna try to go a little faster through here. Here we go. Some of these characters I actually don't remember. It's really weird. It's like, okay, who's this guy? This guy too? Alright. Not gonna look at that. That's a spoiler. Don't show that. And just like, these are like generic blades, so there's like a random chance of you opening a blade, and these are some of the most like generic ones, but they're still cool. And just, you know, NPCs, I love just skimming through this every once in a while, looking at the art of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because it's such a good game. Love the art of it. You can't help but just utterly adore it. A lot of the concept art, you know, there's Rex and Pyra just looking up, and then there's just like them all chatting. It's just so good. It's so good. Can't help but love it. And there's Rex inside his suit. Let's try to speed past this. I'd like to find a picture of Gramps. That'd be really cool. Gramps gotta be in here somewhere. Gramps, where are ya? Where are ya, bud? Skim. Some like T-Rex designs here. These are mostly just enemies, and I assume we'll eventually come across the Titans. Yeah. So the Titans are coming up. Here's Gramps. There he is. He's a more small Titan, but he's still a great Titan. There he is. You gotta love Gramps. This is gonna be the stage inside of Super Smash Brothers, this guy. And he's just so cool. So he's basically like Rex's guardian, so to speak. And then, spoiler, I guess, so we shouldn't really be looking at this. It's another version of Gramps, only cuter. Yep, it's just weird. And then, you know, we got the divine beasts and whatnot. We're gonna try to skim past these, you know, just kind of go through each and every single page. Locations, all great. I highly suggest Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because it's such a good game. And I personally feel like you don't need to play the first game in order to move on to the second game because they're pretty significantly different. So yeah, I mean, I guess there's like a little bit of lore towards the end, but really, you don't have to like play the first one. I jumped to the second one. I didn't even play the first one, and I'm trying to play the first one at the moment. But one, long game. Two, it's just not holding my attention as it did with the first one or the second one. Still, it's a really fun game. I highly suggest the first one, but like I definitely had a lot of fun with the first one. And also the DLC, right? So there's DLC for these two games, and this is kind of a prequel. This one right here, prequel to this. They're both great. It doesn't matter which one you play first, but yeah, I'd still play this one first and then the DLC. But it doesn't matter. Whatever you can get your hands on. And there's an arcade machine that you can play. Ah, it's so good. I utterly love this game. Okay, let's finish up here. There's so much to this concept book. I'll just try to skim past everything. There we are, that's it. So yeah, that's the book. Really fun, fantastic. I really love this game. So good, so good. Just as a bonus, we're gonna look at the second, or the first Xenoblade Chronicles game. Let's check that out real fast. Okay, so we got the first one here, the special edition. This one should be a little faster because I don't think there's too much to look at here. Because yeah, it's another concept book that we will try to skim past. There's also a concept book holder that this thing goes into, and the game, and that's it. So the game, it's not even a steel book. This is actually what it comes with, and it has like kind of less information on the back than the Abyss, and it's a little disappointing. I still want to get the physical edition of this because there's obviously more in the back, and just if you're curious, that's what's inside. Have not beat the first game, so there's that, and there's the back of the box. There's not that much going on here. The second game came with like a steel booklet and the music soundtrack of it, so there's honestly less going on here, but we are gonna still try to open this just to show you guys the characters and whatnot, and we're gonna try to just skim past this, right? And I don't really want to try to spoil this for me. I haven't even opened up this book just because I really want to keep it just spoiler free as much as I can. But yeah, I mean, there's Shulk. Everyone knows who Shulk is, and Hyora, or whatever her name is, she's cool as well. And I won't spoil anything about these characters. We're just gonna try to just semi-skim through this. Not as much as Xenoblade Chronicles 2, because I have not played this game. But it's pretty cool. And then there's Ryan. You gotta love Ryan. Can't forget Ryan. And he's also a cool, like, side character. And then Sarah, she's also semi-cool. I don't know all the characters that you're gonna run across in this game, so, I'm hoping the concept art, it's always kind of spoilery, but it'll be fine. Mela, have not met this character yet. And then, there's Riki. I have not met this character yet either. I know Tora, but this is the same race, which are Pop-Poms, I guess. I think, oh man, I always forget these guys' race's name, but they're really cool. It's just gonna, start to speed up here. It's kind of speed past here. Just show every single photo very fast. Ta-da! Boom, boom. It's great. It's good. I have not played as much Xenoblade Chronicles 1 as I have 2, but like obviously it's still a beautiful game. Here, I saw something a little ahead. Let's look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's great. That's awesome. Alright, well, we'll call it there. So yeah, that's what you're getting with this product. They're pretty cool, right? I'm a huge fan of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I don't know if it's really worth $300. It's getting anywhere between like $200 to like $250 sealed. So if you want to pick these guys up, like you can. I honestly suggest you just buy the game itself, play it, see if you like it, maybe pick them up later. There's also like, oh man, I love them so much. There's a Pyra and Mythra figure that are really cool. I'd love to get my hands on that. I wish there was a Reds figure too. That would have been so sick. But maybe I'll pick those guys up and open the amiibos when they come out. Hopefully they come out. I hope they come out with the amiibos. I'm such a big fan of this game. Love to review it one day, but it's such a long RPG and it's so complicated, and there's like, I feel like you need to play all the other games if you really want to get in depth with it. Because I'm sure you piss off a lot of the fans if you got any like form of information wrong. Because at like one point inside this game, they're like, okay, spoiler, quick spoiler warning. At one point they say, Pyra, you sunk like 3 titans. How could you have done that? And then you actually get to see the titans get sunk inside this game, but only 2 titans sink? And it's like, okay, wait, so did she sink 3 titans or 2 titans? And I'm sure a lot of the fans would, I don't know, explain that, because there's also, they dip into the PS2. Anyways, it's complicated. These games are complicated. It's a JRPG. It's be hard to review, but I love it. I love the game. Play it. I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys in another episode. Goodbye!